life has been good. It's been very, very busy. Yeah, I think Kona has definitely changed my life. I didn't realise how big Kona was, the effect it would have necessarily on me and my family, and just the impact in general. I guess I was a bit naive about what being a pro really was. I thought it was just swimming, biking and running, and turns out there's a lot more to it. And now I have Sam Laidlow to represent. I'm an image. I guess I'm an athlete, but I also have now my image, and it's been a lot to learn for a 23 now 24-year-old. But it's all been great. I really think it's developed my skill set, I guess, as a human. But it's really tough, I would say. I go to bed feeling pretty worn out. I think a busy life's a good life, and I think I'm realising actually that, and I think this is the reason why people carry on when they get to when they achieve big things. I think the reason they carry on is because you suddenly realise that actually it's like the challenge itself that is the success. It's not like the result. And so it's like we always want to put ourselves in situations where we challenge ourselves, and whether that's, I don't know, investing in a business or creating a new business or partnering with brands, or I don't know, it could be so many small things, like dealing with banks or lawyers or this or that, and it's just something that I've learned very quickly in a very short space of time. But that being said, the training part, I think I've benefited a lot from Kona. I feel like I can really be the best. I don't feel like I am the best yet, but I genuinely believe I can. And I used to say it almost without really believing in it, but now I genuinely believe it, and I think that's stronger. So I guess that's how life has been going since Kona. No, I don't think I would change anything in 2022. It's my best ever year, on so many levels. I'm trying to think, but no, I know it sounds cheesy, but I'm a big believer in everything happening for a reason. I guess the low of the year would be the whole Collins Cup situation, but even that, I feel like I got over it pretty quickly. It didn't affect me personally. It was more me feeling bad, I guess, for Sam. But I don't feel the haters and stuff really affect me, but they affect more my family. And but anyway, I did good enough in Kona for people to forget that, I guess. I feel good. I feel confident. I think for me, again, I see it as a real challenge now, because I have a lot more expectation, and I'm fully aware that up until now I haven't really dealt with big expectations well. Like the perfect scenario being the Collins Cup, I kind of built pressure up myself, and I didn't deliver. And so for me, that's the challenge now, is to go to races and perform well because people are expecting it. But as I said, I think it's a challenge, and I knew it would come at some point because I'd always seen myself get to this level. I guess I'll just, again, I think what made me good last year was not overthinking everything and not being too serious about it. And I still have that same attitude. I'm professional in what I do, but I wouldn't say I'm overly professional. I'm not overly serious. I still want to enjoy life, and I think that was my biggest strength, and I think that will always be my biggest strength actually going forward. My first race will probably be the PTO European Champs. We're not sure where it is. I think it might be Ibiza, but I don't think we know yet. Then I will be going to Ironman Lanzarote. That will be my first kind of important race, I would say. I wouldn't say it's probably the race where there's going to be the best level, but I just want to have a good performance. And then going from that, it will be Challenge Roth, which we announced the other day. I think the requirements for that race are very different to Nice and Lanzarote. I need to push big power, in the TT bars it's very different to the demands of Nice, but the field is stacked, and I think like that's where you'll really know if you're going to be good at Kona next year, I guess. That's where the standard will be. And then after Challenge Roth, I will, I guess, have a bit of a break, probably go to Nice, check out the course some more. And then I need to ask my agent where I'll be next. Then, do I have another race? Yeah, sorry, then the PTO US Open. Again, more as a training race. I feel I benefit quite well from trying to placing like a PTO distance, which is like a half Ironman or a bit shorter even, placing it kind of 5 or 6 weeks out of an Ironman, so I can really try and get my top end up, and then like get my LT2s up, I guess, and then lean into the Ironman, really focus on gaining endurance and just the strength that it takes to keep the power up over time. So yeah, PTO US, I'll probably skip PTO Asia, which is in Singapore. I won't go there, mainly to focus on Nice, and then I'll go to Nice and have an amazing race with all of you guys, and then we'll be partying and cookers, no. Yeah, and then after Nice, have another break. Then my family organised the Bearman, so for 1 week we'll be full gas on that. And then we still have some more racing. I think I might do some of the challenge races. I think I looked at Challenge Malta and Challenge Mallorca, just to kind of do some racing abroad, travel, go to the beaches, my bikini, and yeah, and then end the year at the Collins Cup, which will be in Morocco. Et voila.